Damn, that's a long dusty road behind us. What's up, Team Hard? Konnichiwa, YouTubers. It is Heartbroken Biker. It's time for a drone update. What happened to my drone that was sent for repair? We're gonna talk about that in this video. In fact, let's talk about it now. My drone is back from the repair. I'm yet to test it whether it is actually working. So since I don't like to fly the drone in the city, we had to come to this place. This is a little far. It's about 70 kilometers away from the house, but it's got a little bit of vastness. Sadly, it's not post monsoon season, or else it would have been lush green. Right now it's a little dry, but let's see if we can find a place to fly the drone. Alright, so we've come out a little far away from the city. This place looks nice. Let's go fly this thing. Alright, so abhi hum dhaabe pe aa gaye khane. We flew the drone for a little bit. We couldn't stay there for much long because a couple of villages had seen, and the attention was gonna grow, so we just took off from there. Flight it for a bit, not as satisfactory as I wanted to fly. I wanted to fly for a little more longer time, try all the fast maneuvers. Especially I wanted to put it in the sports mode and try, but it's okay. It flew. The gimbal panning is sort of working. We had one new issue though. The battery with which the drone crashed earlier, it was showing battery error. So I don't know, maybe that battery is gone. I guess no worries, I have 2 more batteries. Although yeah, it will be a little bit of pinch throughout the day. I might have to think about charging the battery during the trips. With 3 batteries I didn't need to feel like. Alright, so what's the verdict? Is my drone fixed or not? Will it fly or not? Can I take it to the next trip or not? That I'll tell you in a bit, but first let me tell you where I took it to get it repaired. There is a place in Koti which I used to go during my childhood to buy video game cassettes and video games and get my video game console repaired and all. It's that same place, and it was nostalgic to walk through there. Went to the shop, asked him to repair it. So when I went back to collect it, I took a few clips of that being repaired. Like, there was so many sand granules that were coming out of the drone. There's also part of the propeller that broke. In fact, part 3, the whole propeller legs that fix onto the motor, that whole thing broke, and it was inside the drone. So the food has arrived and I need to get back to this tasty food. So let me wrap up this vlog quickly. So what's the verdict? The drone, I don't have full confidence on it yet. There is a part of the gimbal latch, the gimbal that attaches to the drone, that still has a crack. It's like 2 glaring big cracks on which there's those screws through that. I am not sure if that will break away someday in flight. One battery, the battery with which it crashed, is not functioning. The drone also kept saying calibration issues or something like that randomly, although there was nothing that was around. It just kept saying randomly. It notified me once, and then I turned the drone, it was okay, and then again I started flying the drone a little bit in a different direction. It was again glaring on my screen, calibration issue, and when I again turned it, it was... So yeah, random things are happening, but I am guessing it will at least barely fly. and we can probably try it in the upcoming trip, which got delayed because the drone crashed. So now there is only one thing to go and do immediately, and that is कैसा है, ज़बरदस्त है। मेरे को भी दिया नींबू। ये क्या है? स्वेजवान फ्राइड राइस, चुएजवान, शेजवान क्या बोलते हैं, चुएजवान। और क्या है? प्रॉन्स फ्राइड। आई होप देयर इज like no shell. Is there shell in this prawn? Have they cleaned it properly? If not, my allergies are gonna